The Raid is an Indonesian action film that focuses on pencak silat, which is a martial art that comes from Indonesia. It's the story of a SWAT team, a specialized police unit in Indonesia, who are given a job to take out a drug baron that owns an old apartment complex. Over 200 styles of silat in Indonesia alone, and we are just starting to explore them now. So we're roughly maybe 1 or 2 different styles of film. Raid, we're using a combination of different silat styles. One of them is a style called silat tiga berantai, which is the style of silat that Iko has learned since he was a child. We sent them off for about 10 days to do a boot camp training. And my message to the guys training them was to not treat them like actors. And if they ever did anything wrong, or if they ever lacked the discipline, they'd get punished too. And so if they were punished, basically, they were punished as a team, not as individuals. When they come into the movie, that when they handle weapons or they handle the strategy and the situations, they look like they know what they're doing. So it was important to have that technical side covered, but then also to build bonds between them as a group. The downside is that when you spend like 6 days a week inside a studio, you don't see the sun at all. And you're inside this one small space. And so you start to kind of lose track of time. When you watch the film, there's so many like stunts and action, which looks difficult to do. The hardest thing was the endurance of the shoot. 16 to 17 hours was the shortest day. The longest day was 26 hours. And we shot for about 72 days total. 72 days total. There's a fight in the hallway when Iko is using a stick, like a police stick, and a knife. And I think that for me is one of the most exciting scenes we've done so far.
Selamat pagi. Mungkin Anda sudah mendengar kalau kita kedatangan tamu tadi undang. Selamat bekerja. Dan jangan lupa bersenang-senang.
I've always loved Oldboy. Huge fan of the director's work, Park Chan-wook. And most recently, I really fell in love with Mother. I Saw the Devil was incredible. And The Yellow Sea was the most recent film I watched. And The Yellow Sea is a masterpiece, I think. It's a fantastic movie, it's amazing. I don't think the Raid would work without him. So we need to keep his character in there for the next 2 films. We plan it as a trilogy, so we'd have 3 films total for the Raid. In the second one, it was very important to me that we don't try to copy the same formula as the first one. So we're not going to be inside a building this time, but we're going to take the story out, go out into the streets, and meet the gang bosses, that let that guy have that building in the first place. In terms of production, we're going to start shooting in January, and fingers crossed we should be finished by the end of next year. I hope people just go along for the ride. It's not a political film. It doesn't have a goal or a mission to make people feel differently. It's not to touch the heart. It's a Friday night movie, and it's something that you can enjoy with your friends.